Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 12 of the 0B0T podcast. So, today I have a longtime friend of mine and a very old player and very well known player as a guest. So, what's up, TransAreObjects?
Super, mate. What are you doing? How are you, bro?
I'm good, bro. How are you?
Good, bro. I'm good, man. Let's get this podcast started.
All right, then we'll get it started. So, I know normally I ask what your join date is, but I want to start off with a little bit of a different question for you.
Too easy.
So, why is your name TransAreObjects?
Well, pretty much in Australia, and I assume everywhere else in the world, got this. Everyone's just went from gays to just transgenders to being everywhere. And I don't stand for it because personally, how are you gonna defy your natural gender and just become the opposite? That's fucked. Right. Personally, that's my personal opinion, right?
Mhm.
But yeah, just don't stand for it.
So do you?
Hence the name.
So would you like me to call you trans during this interview?
Nah, that's alright.
So what do I call you?
Nah, call me trans. That's all good.
Okay. All right then.
Yeah, bro. But just keep in mind, guys. Fucking hate trannies.
All
Not having it.
right then. So why did you join Zero B? When did you join? How did you join? What's the history?
um, looking at the join date right now, it's just over 1,550 days. Um, I joined because 2B2T, the queue was just unbelievably long.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't going to wait a whole day just to get kicked as soon as I joined the server. So figured I may as well try something else out. And yeah, joined 0B0T.
And when was
Probably the
that?
best thing I could have ever done, bro.
When
Pardon?
when was this? When did you join?
I believe around about 4 years ago and 90 days. Just under 4 years, 3 months.
That's crazy.
Yes, pretty crazy.
So how do you get your start on the server?
Um, so originally didn't know anyone on the server, just joining fresh. But I found Pixelated Braden. I don't know if you've done the interview with him or not, but yeah, me and him we started the base together, kind of found our bearings together, and yeah, just went from there.
So
Just got
how what was the first base you made with them?
um, I don't really remember the name of it, but it's just a pretty simple little stash. Just like I said, trying to get our bearings, so wasn't too much, but a couple dubs, but yeah.
Alright, so I know that you and Pixel started a group in your early days on the server.
Yes, we did. It's called the Akatsuki.
So how did that start?
Well, pretty much we would go around looking in the spawn area because the server was relatively flooded with new players because of the 2v2t queue being so full. So most of the new players were making bases around spawn and that. And one day we just figured, well, why not just start a group instead of just going around to all these bases, blowing them up, not knowing who's done it. So figured we'd make a group, and from there we just started looking for bases, went on to bigger bases to grief, and started doing YouTube videos on it.
So what was your favorite base that you griefed with that group?
Whoa. To be honest with you, probably sorry Nixon, but it would have had to be Nixon's base back in 2019. I might have a couple of screenshots I have to get, but it was killer.
Yeah, I bet. How do you guys find that base?
Um, I'm pretty sure Pixel was just flying around spawn looking for nether portals and whatnot, and found a couple chunk trails, so he followed those and led to a couple nether portals. And yeah, he went through. I believe when he went through, Nick Finn was actually online at the time, but he didn't see Pixel, so got lucky there.
And then you guys griefed it.
Pun.
And then you guys griefed it.
Yeah, we griefed. There was nothing left of that base. We had a pretty good fight there as well. I believe we did take a video of it. I have to try and get that as well.
Yeah. And I know that like after you guys griefed it, wasn't there drama between them because they thought someone had incited the base?
Oh yeah, yeah. So I'm pretty sure people were thinking that it was an inside problem. But then we posted the video and they knew who it was. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we left banners around at the time as well. Um, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right then. So, what did you do after the? How did the Akatsuki disband, or what happened to them?
Um, well, after that we griefed a couple more bases. Made a couple more together, obviously. Invited members, kicked members. But then the server kind of died off for a bit. No new bases were being made, so we kind of just gave up because it was getting too hard to find bases.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Um, but yeah, it was really fun while we were doing it.
Yeah.
Would do it again.
So I know that you've had a end base before, and it's like theorized that you had some illegals there. And I know you had a map
Ooh.
art there. So what's the history with that? Did it have a name?
I don't believe it did have a name, no. But originally, me and Mystic, not Mystic, he started the base. He had a TP out there, and I was just like, fuck it, could I come base out there? And he's like, yeah, sure. So ended up TPing to him, and from there on out, we just started making a base, set up a massive stash, made map arts and stuff. Eventually, I believe it was in this time I went to Toxilus. Um, I don't know if anything from there was legit or not, but somehow managed to grab a couple illegals and transfer them back to base before the plugin was enabled. And yeah, I'm not too sure what was in the boxes. Never actually had a chance to look because we had to transfer them quickly. But
Yeah.
yeah, I reckon there would have been some good stuff before it got fucking blown up.
And for like the people that don't know, can you explain what Toxilus was?
Toxilus was, I believe, the oldest base on 0B0T, man-made. It was run by the Toxilus account. I believe, who else was there? PR3 was there, I believe. And a couple other members, and they were just illegal collectors, I believe.
Mm.
They just collected items.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right then. Since you mentioned Not Mystic, how did you meet Not Mystic? Cause you guys are like pretty
Ooh,
good
that's a good
friends, right?
question, actually. Yeah, we're pretty good friends. We chat here and there because he's not on too much anymore. But it's actually a good question, to be honest with you. How did we meet? I assume it would be through Minecraft.
Mm-hmm.
I think me and Pixel, when we were running a Kotsky, we ran into him and we just figured because I was friends with him first, and I believe they had a bit of beef together. Um,
Oh really?
but then, don't take my word on that. But then, yeah, we all made a base and all that, and that's how we met Mystic.
And he was in the Akatsuki too, right?
Yeah, he was in the Kotsky for a bit, I believe.
Yeah. All right then. So, all right. I guess I'll since we're on the topic of bases, I'll ask you about but it's supposed to be what was supposed to be one of the biggest bases on the server, but it seemed like it never really went into fruition. So,
Yeah,
what's the story with Trannyland?
training land. So pretty much couple years ago, I'd say 2020, 2021.
Yeah, around then.
Yeah, me and Knight, we figured may as well just make a base, try and make it the biggest base on the server. Um, since it was just the two of us, though, our plans were a bit bigger than what we could handle, and yeah, it basically fell through. We
We
ended up
did build
getting
a good
a
amount of stuff though.
yeah. I was about to say we got a fair amount built, two pretty big builds, couple
Like,
small ones
what
here
did
and
we
there.
do? I think the big one was we ripped the oh, what base was it? It was that big arch. Oh man.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
that's South C1 base.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
that
remember
one.
the
Yeah,
name of it, but it was like 100,000 blocks, and we built it like 3 times.
Yeah, that's fucked. I'm building it a fourth time at the moment. It's not fun.
How many tranny lands was there?
I
There's
believe there's
3,
only
no?
been, yeah, two or three.
And what's the history behind like them? Because they did get blown up pretty quickly.
Yeah, so the first one was the original where we had all those nice builds. And then we TP'd a couple people there we shouldn't have. And we just figured, well, instead of them coming back to grief it and getting the satisfactory of doing it, why not just do it ourselves? So we self griefed that. Um, we moved, tried rebuilding again, didn't work out. It was way too close to the original build. So griefed that again, and I'm pretty sure we moved one more time, and then I'm not sure what happened to that base, but yeah, after that it just kind of stopped, and we gave up on trying to build because it was just too much work for the two of us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah, but to be honest with you, if I could, I would have kept that base going. I would have kept it private and stuff, but sometimes you can't do that.
So was that like your favorite base, or what was your favorite base?
I'd probably have to say my favorite base is the one I'm living at the moment. But yeah, Training Land would have to be one of the tops because just like the builds and stuff, the way they all fit together was nice.
Wait, and who were all the members of tranny land? It was just you and Knight.
Yeah, I believe it was just me and Knight. Not Mystic would hop on from time to time. I'm pretty sure he was a
Oh
fair
yeah, he had
member
a
as
duty
well.
there and stuff.
What about
Yeah, he was.
Curtis?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Curtis built that big statue that we had to tear down.
oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, Curtis built this massive statue, and it was in the way of where we wanted to put everything. So it was all obsidian as well. It took us a couple hours to do it. To be honest with you,
And you guys tore that down by hand with a pickaxe?
yeah, by hand
That's crazy.
because we had builds around and stuff, so we didn't want to chuck withers in there because would have just fucked everything.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
All right, so what's the current base that you're at? Because you said that's your favorite.
It's called Elysium. It's currently under construction still, but I have to send a couple screenshots through, maybe get those going on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a lot of custom terrain going and all that. It's got that entrance we've been talking about, to the base. But the rest of the builds are somewhat original, which is pretty good.
Who are the members of that?
Um, so you got Paranormal Shroom, you got Anthers, that's pretty much it. um, yeah, well, for the long term members, then, but then you've also got Google Chrome tab, Freelies, and who else? Gibby, or what's his name?
Imagine autism.
Scobos. Yeah, Imagine Autism. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. They're the main type of members and the people that got access to it. Um, yeah, they've been putting in a fair amount of effort to help with the builds and all that.
Are you the main builder though?
Yeah, I'm the main builder.
How often do you work on that base? Like still?
Sometimes I take breaks here and there because I get burnt out from building, but I'd say probably every fortnight I'd hop on, do some work,
Yeah.
then I'd leave it for a bit, figure out new ideas, and that come back and just smash it all out.
All right then. So now I want to know about your history with stack stuff, in specific
Ooh,
the stacked leggings and the stacked swords. Now I know that's not just you, but it's also Night Runner. But we
yes,
have Night
sir.
Runner here if he wants to like tab in. So yeah, can you tell me your history with that?
So gonna say yeah. So me and Night Runner. We'll start with the stack leggings first. Me and Night Runner. We were looking for bases and stuff, and we realized a while back that 0B was a 2B map. So what we did was we just searched up some coordinates, and we actually found that Block Game Mechia hadn't been griefed. So we went
A
there.
certain part of it we were hoping
Oh
wasn't
yeah,
griefed. It was kind of out of the way of the main base.
Yeah.
Um, and then yeah, we went over there. There were pig spawners placed everywhere. There were chests intact and stuff, and there were donkeys, a lot of them as well. So you could tell it was an area for duping.
It was
So
like
this
pig
was
spawner trees too. It was a pretty cool place. I can send some screenshots.
Yeah. I'll probably
yeah,
look at
it
this.
was fucking crazy, but yeah, what's it called? We just started looking through chests, and yeah, I opened up this chest, and I'm just like, what? There's stack leggings in here. So shut the chest instantly because I didn't know there wasn't a plugin on the server, so we could have just manually handed them. But yeah, we got them in a hopper, into a shulker, and yeah,
I see. And that's how you guys got these
um,
stacked leggings.
yeah,
And what
had a
happened
pretty
with
good
that?
adventure with them. I currently still have, I believe it's 5 copies in my end chest. But yeah, after the plugin got um, enabled, mostly every other copy got wiped out. I'm not sure if Knight has a couple copies still.
I still have a few copies. I
Yeah,
think
that's
Aetherius might have spread them around to some people though. Unfortunately, that
not
was
too good.
not part of the deal.
I was gonna say not at all.
Yeah. So
Um,
what was the deal that you had with Adarius? If you had to say.
Well, at the time, Trends wasn't really playing anymore, and it's kind of dumb because I didn't really know Aetherius, and I just decided to trust him. I traded him one shulker the leggings for a shulker that has bedrock in it, and I mean, it seemed like a good idea at the time because he wasn't supposed to give it to anyone, and I figured he wouldn't. So we did the trade, and I guess at some point he just started giving them out.
Wow.
yeah,
Kind of,
happens with most items.
not cool, but it happens.
And how did
Yeah,
the
it's what
leggings
it is.
get patched? Was there a reason for the patch?
I believe there was.
Yeah, I
There was
believe.
a lot of attention when it happened because
Mm,
someone someone wore
yeah,
them to
someone.
spawn and showed them to people.
Yeah,
I see.
someone. Not naming names, will happen.
We did get a consolation prize though when they updated the plugin.
What was that?
Remember he spawned an armor stand with 2 stacked swords.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Oh, so that's how you guys
Um.
got the stack swords?
Yeah, because they disabled the plugin, and we were the only ones with them at the time.
I don't
So I
even
guess
know
you
if he meant
kind
to
of.
leave that there.
Yeah, I don't think so. But he came through and dropped the armor stand in a dupe
Wait,
chunk
who
with.
did?
Um.
It was
I
wasn't it?
believe so, maybe. But yeah, he dropped an armor stand with 2 swords in a dupe chunk. But since the plugin was enabled, you couldn't even do anything with them. Um. So yeah, that's the story of that. But unfortunately, I did break him. So that got lost forever.
Bruh.
Yeah, not good at all. Not good at all.
Yeah, that's tragic.
It is pretty tragic, bro.
So all right. So on this server, I know you've been talking about Knight a lot, but would you say that
Mm.
he's your best friend, or who's your best friend on this server?
Probably still have to go with Knight and you,
Mm-hmm.
because yous boys are just legendary. Like, call up on yous for anything. Just legends. We've based together before. Just killer base. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'd say you boys. But yeah, I'll probably go. I've got a fair amount of friends on the server, but most people like me, and most people are chill. So that's alright. But yeah, probably
Yeah.
go with you boys.
So I know that like you had a big period where you would go and like check out world downloads. So what was the favorite thing
Yep.
that like happened to you during that period?
Um, I'd say probably getting to check out all these bases, because it was kind of like a little treasure hunt. Like you get to go there, see if like the chords are real or not, and if you go there, the base is there. Well, you get to go check the chest for free goodies. But if the base isn't there, well, gives you a bit more motivation to go find another one. And
Yeah.
like I said, you could get the. We found the stacked armor, so
Yeah.
finding that gave us even more motivation to try and find more.
Yeah, and you had to do with the shrubs as well, no? Didn't you guys find shrubs?
Oh yeah, we showed up to the base at the exact same time as someone else. I think we got EP'd because it was a world download, and me and Chomp grabbed all the shrubs.
Oh,
Oh.
I remember that. Yeah, it was at a 2011 base, I think.
I want to say something before we move on from this topic.
Hmm.
At the time when me and Trans were going around and doing a little treasure hunt at the world downloads, we weren't aware at the time, but apparently the troll 2001, when he backdoored Zero B, had went around to all the main ones and pretty much grabbed all the illegals, which is why me and him were only able to find the stacked leggings for the most part, and that's why he had actually raided that base, but he just missed that section of it.
Oh, I see. So the Troll
I didn't
2001's
even know that.
the one that has
Yeah,
all the good stuff, all the goodies.
just
Yeah.
a little interesting fact.
All right.
Shouldn't say that is pretty interesting. I didn't even know that.
So besides those memories, what's your favorite memory on Zero B?
Probably just have to say getting to know the community, like just getting hang out, do builds and stuff, PvP.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably say the Sea PvP is my favourite memory, to be honest with you. That goes hard on here.
TPVP.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not really a thing anymore, is it?
Yeah, not anymore, not anymore. I mean, sometimes you get them in the morning, but other times spawn's just dead as. But yeah, if there's a fair amount of people and you get some good PvP,
Yeah. So
yeah, it's probably one of my faves.
I want to ask you a different question, and this might be a hard question to answer, but
Nice, alright, go ahead.
I know you have a lot of friends on the server. So who would you say your top 10 friends are, or top 5, whatever you can name?
I reckon I'll go top 5. I reckon I'd place you and Knight top 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm gonna have to think about this for a second now. I reckon we go Google Chrome tab 3rd,
Yeah.
Paranormal Shroom 4th, and Answers 5th.
What about your buddy Pixelated Brayden? Are you not friends with him anymore, or has started?
No, me and Pixel are still friends. We talk here and there, but yeah, we kind of have drifted apart a bit.
Yeah, cause he was like
Um,
your first friend on here, right?
yeah, he was the first person based with. He was pretty much the first person I did everything with. Not in a gay way. That sounded fucked. No, yeah, like we built bases and shit together. We raided bases. We PvPing together. Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Yeah, I bet.
But yeah, no, we did drift a bit, but I'd still put him up on that list somewhere.
And the crazy thing is that both of you guys like became like really well known players, which is funny.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it is. And the even funnier thing is, I believe he joined 2 days. Oh no, I think it was a week before me as well.
Yeah. So you guys are
So
like pretty equal in how long you've been
yeah,
playing,
I was gonna say yeah,
and you guys
that
are
was
both
pretty
well
cool.
known, well liked
Hey,
for the most part.
yeah, hey, for the most part, yeah. I had him over to my base a couple of times, which was right. He's done nothing. So top G.
But yeah, so that's your top 5.
Yeah.
And like, what do you think of the server's current state?
That's a really good question, actually. Server's current state. Well, I'd say it's doing pretty well. I mean, it's got 40 people on at the moment, but a couple of those are bots. So I'd say it's an intermediate state. It's not bad. It's not good. But when 2B2T had that update, we had an influx of fucking heaps of players. It was an odd but 60, 70 people on at one point, which was good. So I reckon the server will maybe start to pick up a couple more players pretty soon. Um, Because yeah, usually around this time there's not even 40 players on. So
Yeah, there's definitely been like a resurgence in players recently. Stuff
yeah,
like that.
exactly.
So
Um,
yeah.
hmm.
Okay, so Knight, do you have any questions for a good friend here? Is there anything you'd like to ask him?
Um, I,
I can give you
you're
some
gonna have
time
to
to
cut
think.
this because you'll have to edit it. Give
Nah,
me a second to think of something.
here, I'll just give you this
No.
end, but you can think, and I'll ask him a different question. Meanwhile,
Okay, okay.
so Trans,
Yes.
why did you make me fly 10 million, 5 million when I was a new player? I don't even know if you remember that.
Oh yeah, I remember that. So me and Knight, I'm pretty sure we were trying to still do these hunts, and those were the coordinates to our new mega base. So we just wanted you to go out there see if it was there because I couldn't be fucked going.
Yeah.
I forgot about that, bro. Holy shit! I'm so sorry for that, Silver.
Yeah, where's my unbreakable elytra?
Oh, I got you, bro. I got you. I got Unbreakable Zero base if you want it. Fuck, bro. I fully forgot about that.
Yeah, I had to. That was painful, but I was like, I remember I was trying to gain your trust because I didn't like you, and I was like, I'm gonna grief his base.
That's fucking hilarious, bro. But now we're friends, so it's
Yeah,
alright.
yeah. Now we're friends, so no hard feelings.
Yeah, no hard feelings
And
whatsoever, bro.
and I ended up getting you the court. Those ended up being the courts to Trannyland, if I'm correct.
I'm pretty sure you did, eh? Yeah, it was. Yeah, I TP'd to you, you were like, there's nothing here, so I'm like, alright, I'm just gonna go from here.
And where was my invite?
Hey, that's what I'm saying, bro. Sorry about that. Nah, that was actually fucked me, though. Yeah,
I remember
no, not good at all.
I remember I was just stuck at Knight's base, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I got invited to this base with Trans, so I'm gonna be there from now on." And I was like, "Oh okay."
Nah.
So
I
nothing.
miss those days, bro.
Yeah, those were better days, 2020.
Hey, they were, bro, they were.
What was like your favorite part of the server back then?
Or I'd probably have to say the hype on the server and like how many people were actually joining and like how many people online because we were almost as big. Like we had to implement a queue system and all that on the server because we had that many people on. Probably
Yeah.
say that'd be my favorite part with mostly everyone on the server at the time. Because yeah, it was a lot of fun, a lot of things to do, a lot of bases to grief.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, no, it'd probably be my favorite time in 2020, probably across the server as well.
I also want to ask you, if you preferred the 2019 state of the server to this state of the server.
Ooh, I'll probably say 2019 to be honest with you.
And why is that?
Because well, nowadays you got like what? If you're looking in chat, you got one, two, three bots that have just typed with invisible range. Like then you got all the bots spamming your messages as well. But back in 2019, like I was saying, hop was high, no bots whatsoever. It was all players. They were all doing something. Got people at spawn, people building bases, people griefing bases.
Hmm.
Just had everything going. It was fucking hectic.
But now there's bots for everything.
Yeah, now there's bots for kids. You got bots for fucking. It's just yeah.
Yeah,
But if I could have it my way, I'd definitely fucking take it back to 2019.
was it better with the smaller community back then?
Um, yeah, I'd say it was a bit better with the smaller community because you got more people. Like everyone knows each other, you know, everyone trusts each other. But then yeah, when the influx of people came in, it was a bit shit because you didn't know who to trust and all that. But yeah, there were no fucking bots back then, which is a good part.
Yeah, but is there anyone from back then that's played in 2019 that you would want to start
Pardon, what
playing
did you
again?
say?
Is there is there anyone from
Oh
2019?
shit! One sec.
Oh, okay, we're gonna take a quick break then. Okay, so we're back. Trans has some internet issues, but yeah, we're good thing we're basically done with our questions. So I'm gonna let Knight give you a question real quick. So Knight, what's your question for Trans?
Crazy.
Yeah, so if you could make one change to the server to 0B0T, no matter how significant or insignificant it may be, what would you choose?
You already know what I'm going to say to this night.
I
Get
think I
rid of
have
the
an idea.
illegals plugin so I can use my fucking e-chest again.
Yeah.
I have not touched that thing in 3 years because of what I've got in there. I just physically can't touch it. Like, I can't even carry items with me. Yeah, if I had to pick one thing, like one plugin or something to change about the server, I'd say get rid of the illegals plugin.
Would you want it gone forever, or just for a little bit?
Probably not. They're probably not forever. I'd say just for maybe day, 2 days. But remove the dupe and stuff so that people aren't duping all these legals they're pulling out of their inventory or in chest. Sorry. But yeah, nah. Even just a day, let me clear it out. Be a happy man.
Yeah.
Be
But
good, bro. Get to abuse the illegals a bit.
anyways, is that's it? That's your question? Like, or like
Yeah, that's it.
no more questions? Okay. So then, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Oh, you know what? I do want to ask you about this one base before we go. So I know you had this map art base that was like a mill out,
Ooh.
and it had like some
Yeah.
Louis Vuitton map art or something, or Gucci map art. So what was that?
Oh, I remember that.
What's the history behind that base?
So me and this old player, I'm not too sure if you know his name or not. His name was Probe. He
Probe.
was a good builder. He made lots of map arts and stuff, and yeah, we started. I'm pretty sure I asked for like a base with him, and he just said yes. So made a base together. It was just something small, but yeah, we just make map arts from it and that because he was into that at the time.
Mhm. And then
Um, but yeah, those were the two first map arts I ever made on the server. And he was the one to show me how to make them, which was pretty cool.
and when was this?
I'd say mid 2019 maybe.
Mhm.
So still in the server was relatively new. Um, well, when I was relatively new to the server, sorry. Yeah, just trying to fuck around with people, just build bases and that.
That's pretty cool. So
Yes, I might have a couple of screenshots. I have to send them through for the interview.
yeah, for sure. But
Yeah, it's too easy.
yeah, I think that's about it for this interview. So, is there anything you'd like to say to the Zero B community before you go out?
Um, Not really, apart from stay away from the transgenders and don't become tranny. But thank you for having me, boys. I really appreciate it. Honestly,
Yeah, man.
couldn't thank you enough.
This interview's been a long time coming. You're
I
definitely
was gonna say,
requested.
yeah, bro, for real. But yeah, I'll send through those screenshots and that. And yeah, like I said, thanks for having me. Really appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, and you don't have a YouTube channel or anything, right? That we can shut out.
Nah, don't go to YouTube channel or nothing.
All right, what you say? If you see Trans and Zero B, say hi to him. He's a nice guy. But yeah, thank you for being a great guest. Thank you, Knight, for being a great co-host, and thank you guys for being great viewers. So yeah, this is 12th episode of the Zero B Zero C podcast. So thank you guys for watching, and yeah, check out my channel for more Zero B content, more podcasts, and all right, see you guys in the next episode or next video, whatever comes next.